Darcy Lackaby. We're here with Android Authority. I'm here with a very kind gentleman named Gil Friedlander. He's the co-founder and CEO of Tawkon, which has some very cool technology that has to do with SAR and other forms of measurement. I'll let you elaborate a little further, but I want to say thank you very much for your time today, sir.
It's a pleasure, Darcy.
Thank you.
Great being here.
Yes, sir.
A bit about technology.
Yes,
Tawkon is a mobile application. It's an Android app that you can download for free for your Android phone. Once you download it, it runs in the background and detects when mobile radiation from your own phone spikes during a call. Once we detect these spikes, we will provide you vibration or subtle alerts during the call. And if you look for a moment at the screen, you will get a tailored suggestion telling you how to talk on, continue the call, and avoid that radiation. And it could be changing your locations, moving a few feet aside. It could reduce dramatically the exposure to radiation, connect an earpiece, a Bluetooth, or use the speaker, so distancing the phone from their head. Very simple suggestions that allow you to avoid these radiation peaks.
And so you mentioned that these only really occur, at specific intervals, and if you sort of use the best practices type, thing, then you can avoid the pitfalls of overexposing yourself to radiation.
Very true. So it's important to say that from our statistics, about 90% of the time your phone emits low signals and so very low radiation.
Okay, that's good.
About 5 or 10% of the time there are these peaks, specifically when you're in an elevator or in a basement, sometimes within a car or a train.
Interesting.
We let you know and alert you when these radiation peaks occur during the call. We also see that if we are able to save you 1 minute of high radiation during a call, it's equivalent to 5 hours of exposure of low radiation.
That's a lot of radiation.
So if we let you know when it happens and save you that short terms, it's very dramatic on your radiation absorption.
And so I saw on your blog that you compiled a listing essentially of the top 10 worst offenders in terms of SAR. What does SAR stand for? And does the FCC or any governing bodies, do they have consumers sort of bodies at best heart? As in, do they do the testing in their labs to determine a phone is not safe for sale? Or?
So the FCC set a standard for the maximum radiation absorption that is allowed from a phone. It's called SAR. It stands for specific absorption rate. The maximum level is 1.6 watts to kilogram. If a manufacturer does not comply with that threshold, he could not market his phone. What users are not aware that phones differ dramatically in their maximum level of SAR. So you can buy a low emitting phone or a high emitting phone. On average, the old BlackBerries are the highest emitting phones with this SAR, which is almost 1.55. It's almost the max.
Really almost,
The iPhone is kind of average, around 1. The Samsung Androids are very low, around 0.3.
That's very low.
So if this is something that you're concerned with or you want to take some precautionary measures, go and purchase a low phone SAR.
So and how long has Tawkon been around for, and how many app downloads and users do you have?
So Tawkon has been around over 3.5 years. We have, with our new version, over 1 million downloads, and it's growing very, very fast. Good retention and great feedback from the users. We're, I think, 4.4 stars on the Android market.
It's very good ranking. So what carriers emit the greatest amount of radiation per capita in the world, if you will?
What carriers or handset manufacturers?
Excuse me, handset manufacturers.
So the highest ones are BlackBerry, Apple is kind of the average, and Samsung are one of the lower ones.
Did you have any time to test the Z10 yet?
We didn't test it yet, but we do know the official test results of their phone, and they're doing a much better job now in reducing their SAR emissions.
Excellent. So now you mentioned when we were talking before the WHO, which is really a very respected, governing body. Obviously, is this something that they're taking to heart and taking seriously? The proliferation of mobile devices is almost absurd.
So technology is great, and the value that mobile phone is bringing us is really amazing. We would never want to forgo our phones or let them go. And it's important to say that science is not conclusive yet about the health impacts of mobile radiation.
Not conclusive.
With that said, many research bodies are saying that there is issue, that it may cause cancer, lower sperm count for males, cognitive issues.
Wow.
The World Health Organization, which is the most reputable body in this area, last year classified non-ionizing radiation that mobile phones emit as a possible carcinogen.
Yes.
Now, it's not definitive yet, but it means that more research needs to be undertaken.
Okay.
And it does suggest to undertake precautionary measures, so to try to minimize mobile radiation as much as possible. Tawkon is a great tool that provides you alerts and very simple tools of how to minimize that radiation.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, obviously, technology is not going anywhere, so we need to learn how to grow with it and to deal with it. And the fact that you're working towards this end, you know, it almost feels like you're the protector of consumers of mobile technology in a sort of a way.
We hope to see ourselves in that way.
Well, I very much do, and that's why I wanted to say thank you very much for your time today.
Perfect, Darcy.
We'll stay in touch, and I really appreciate your time,
Thanks a lot.
Mr. Friedlander.
It was a pleasure.
It's Tawkon here. Check out the Android app
Thank
if
you.
you care about radiation in your head, or the best practices that you can employ. Thank you very much, guys. This is Android Authority here live on the ground at Mobile World Congress, Barcelona.
Thank you.